As you can tell, in my hand, a sword. This is a full-on war sword. Full tang, well-balanced, both edges razor sharp. Not something that just hangs on a wall as an ornament. Right now you're asking me, Pastor Rob, why do you have a sword? You see, a sword is a weapon of war, forged for battle, designed to cut down enemies and protect those who wield it with skill and strength. A double-edged sword, honed, sharp on both sides, is even more powerful. It cuts both ways, striking with precision and force. But as with any weapon, you must know how to wield it, to use it to its full potential. If you don't know how to use this weapon correctly, you're going to hurt yourself or someone else. This too is a weapon. The Holy Bible, if not used correctly, it can also hurt you and those around you. You must use it wisely. You must know it like the back of your hand. You must practice with it daily. You must take care of it and not let it get rusty. You see, the Word of God is described as just such a sword, sharper than any earthly blade, piercing even to the division of soul and spirit, discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart. So imagine a warrior standing in the heart of battle, gripping the hilt of his sword. This weapon is not for display. It is meant for war. The real double-edged sword requires skill, discipline, and strength to wield properly. You must be held with confidence, swung with precision, and maintained with care. A dull or neglected sword is useless in battle, just as you, as a Christian who does not know or apply the Word of God, is defenseless against the attacks of the enemy. The Word of God is not just a book of wisdom. It's alive, a force, a weapon in the hands of those who belong to the King. When spoken, it cuts through the deception. When believed, it fortifies the soul. When wielded with faith, it tears down strongholds, exposing the lies of the enemy and the hidden places of the human heart. Just as a warrior learns to trust his sword, so must the believer trust the Word. A double-edged sword is dangerous not only to the enemy, but also to the one who wields it if handled carelessly. The Word of God does not merely strike outward at sin and darkness. It also cuts inward, refining and purifying those who embrace it. It convicts, divides truth from falsehood, and calls for obedience. No one can wield this sword in arrogance, for it will expose even the deepest intentions of the heart. A warrior does not go into battle without his sword, and neither should a follower of Christ face life without the Word. It is not enough to know of the sword. It must be held, used, and trusted. Just as a blade must be sharpened, so must the believer sharpen their understanding, reading, meditating, and speaking the Word daily. The enemy trembles at the sword of the Spirit because it carries the power of the Almighty. Just as Jesus wielded the Word against Satan in the wilderness, so we have to stand unshaken, declaring the truth. No darkness can withstand the edge of this weapon. No stronghold can remain when the Word is spoken in faith. A sword in the hands of a coward is useless, but in the hands of a master warrior, it is deadly. The Word of God is given to those who will stand and fight and advance the kingdom. It is not for the passive, the fearful, or the hesitant. It is for those who will rise, take hold of it, and strike with precision against the forces of darkness. That is what it's for. A sword has one purpose in war, and that is to bring victory. The Word of God never fails. It never dulls. It never dulls, people. It never breaks. It never breaks. It never breaks. Wield it with faith. Trust its edge. Trust your sword. Stand firm. Stand firm. The battle belongs to the Lord, and with his word in our hands, we do not fight in vain. Peace and blessings be on you. Use this weapon for its purpose. Be blessed, everyone. Be blessed. Love you guys. And I hope you can understand the metaphors I'm talking about here. Love you guys.